So now let us go to the second thing, food materials and sources. Food materials, nothing but the ingredients. We discussed that the food items are prepared by using different ingredients. So what are these ingredients? What are the sources of these ingredients? I already told you we are getting the ingredients or the food materials from different sources. What are the different sources? Plant and animal sources. First, let us see what we are getting from plants. From plants, we are getting grains, cereals, rice, wheat, jowar, bajra, sorghum, all these kind of cereals we are getting. We calling under the heading grains. Grains are used as a staple food, main food, right? So you see, the main food the people use in India, North India, they use wheat as their staple food. With wheat they make rotis, chapati, paratha. In South India they use rice. With rice they make steamed rice or different kind of rice items. So rice is the staple food, the main food. And pulses, oils we get from plants, vegetable oil, seed oils, coconut oil, groundnut oil, mustard oil, rice bran oil. Likewise, we get different kind of oils, vegetable oils or cooking oils we get. Vegetables, fruits, sugar or jaggery, good. Jaggery or sugar. So these are all from plants. Grains, pulses, oils, vegetables, fruits, sugar or jaggery, spices and condiments. Spices and condiments we get from the plants. Variety of spices are used in our dishes. So all these we are obtaining from plants. So we are getting the ingredients to make our food from the natural sources. So among those sources, the first important source, plants. The second one, let us see animals. Animals are also the biggest source of ingredients to make our food items. What do you get from animals? The first thing we need to talk about is milk. Milk is a wholesome food. It's consumed by most of the people for all ages, from the newborn baby to the aged old man or old woman. We need to drink milk. It contains all the essential nutrients to keep up our body proper health. Milk, it contains carbohydrate, protein, vitamin, everything in balance. It's a wholesome food. So the milk is obtained from animals. Which animals? Cow, buffalo, goat, and some places camel. So these are the animals from which we obtain milk. So the milk itself gives us so many ingredients. We get ghee, butter, cheese, these items from the milk. So those are also the ingredients of so many food items. Ghee is used in many of the food items. In making sweets, ghee is used. Milk. From the milk, we get curd. With that, we make buttermilk, lassi. See how many items, products are coming. Even from the milk, we get ice cream. So many sweets are made out of milk. So it is the source of so many different things, and milk is consumed by the people, those who eat vegetarian food. It also consumed by the people, those who eat non-vegetarian food. Even though it is from animal source, people, those who do not eat non-vegetarian food, those who do not eat chicken, mutton and other foods, even though they consume that milk. Right? So milk is an ingredient. It's a very major ingredient of our food that we obtain from animals. Next to that, eggs. Eggs are also a good source, a good ingredient in making so many items. Eggs are used to make cakes, eggs are used to make omelets. So they are used in so many food items. While making so many food items, they use the egg. And egg itself, you can make an omelet or you can boil an egg and you can consume it. Eggs we get from hen, geese, duck, turkey. So mostly we get the eggs from the hen, that is a poultry chicken. Now next we have chicken and mutton and seafood, fish, prawns, crabs. So likewise. So these are the flesh or the meat we obtain from these animals. Chicken from the hen, mutton, that is from the goat or sheep, fish and prawns, crabs, these are found in the water bodies, either fresh water or salt water. So these are all consumed to get protein in the body, to build up our bodies, right? So these are all obtained from animals. These items are obtained from plants. In a combination of these items, we are making so many food items, right? So from nature also we get certain things, as I told you, water and salt, these things, right? So we understood two things now in this lesson. The first thing, to make a variety of food item, you need to have ingredients. Second thing, we understood that we are getting these ingredients from the natural sources in the nature, that is from the plants and animals. Let's see in detail about the sources that are coming from plants, about the sources that are coming from animals. So now let us see in detail about the plant parts as food items, right? We discussed that the ingredients we are getting it from plants and animals. So the sources are plants and animals. Now let us see the ingredients that we are getting from a plant and different parts of a plant, how they are used as food items, ingredients. Here I have drawn a plant. You know the parts of a plant, you learnt it in your lower class. A plant, it's having two major parts, stem and roots. The part which is above the ground is stem, the part which is below the ground is the root. And on the stem there are so many things are fixed. What are they? On the stem you find leaves, flowers and fruits and seeds. You see that the root, beginning with the root, the roots of different plants are used as food. Carrot, beetroot, it is also the root. Carrot, turnip, radish. See, all these are the roots of different plants. So there we are consuming the root. The root is used as an ingredient to make a food item. The source of food is the root of the plant. So in that case, in case of a carrot plant, which part we are consuming? Root. In case of a radish, which part of the plant we are consuming? Root. Moving up, stems of different plants are consumed. If you are making some dal with green leafy vegetable, palak. Palak is a plant itself. You are cutting off the root and you are eating the stem and leaves. Dhania, you are eating that. Methi, you are eating the total plant, stem along with the leaves. So green leafy vegetables, we eat the total stem along with the leaves. So that is the ingredient to make the food. And there are certain items we do not know that they are stems, but just they don't look like a stem. They look different. Examples like ginger. Ginger is the stem. onion is the stem, right? Potato is the stem. These are the stems of the plant which you are consuming. So in some plants we consume the stem. Which part of the plant you are eating? Stem. Somebody asks you, you are eating potato. Someone asked you, what are you eating? You can say that I am eating a potato. You can say that I am eating a stem. Yes, you are eating a stem. Right? Potato itself is a stem. Fruit of a plant is the fruits we get. Many of the vegetables are also nothing but the fruits. Many vegetables are the fruits of the plant. Eggplant you take, brinjal is nothing but the fruit. Tomato is nothing but the fruit. Of course, they do not have sugars in them, that's why they are not tasty, they are not sweet. But technically they are the fruit. They are developed from the flower. So the structure that is developed from the flower which store the food, you call it as a fruit. It bears the seeds. So the fruits, vegetables, what is the difference? Most of the vegetables are fruits, but they do not have sugars. Right? Apple, mango, these are the fruit with sugars. So they are tasty. Brinjal, tomato, they do not have sugars. So you need to cook and eat them. And all leafy vegetables, methi, dhania, and curry leaves, curry patta, curry leaves, flower, cauliflower, so seeds, all the grains are seeds, grains by dals, these are all the seeds. See, coconut, nariyal, it's a seed of the coconut tree. You are using the water, you are using the chopped and grated coconut in all the dishes. So it is the seed, right? So all the parts of a plant are used as a food. No part is exemption here. All parts of the plant are useful. Some or other way, we are consuming all different parts of the plant. In some cases, we are consuming the whole plant itself. In some cases, we are consuming the root, some cases stem, some cases fruit, leaf, flower, seed. Right. So to make a food item, say for example, I am showing you here dal fry. Dal fry. This is a food item. So we know that to make a food item, what you need to have ingredients. So what are the ingredients here? Water, dal, oil, what else you need to have? Spices, curry leaves, and you need to have onion, right? You need to have onion or garlic or onion, these things. Onion by garlic. Now let's see, these are the ingredients. Now let us see what is this particular part. Water is a natural thing, it is not a part of a plant. So this is made up of, dal fry is made up of these items. Dal, seed of the plant. Oil, it comes from the seed of the plant. Spices, they come the seed of the plant or fruit. Curry leaves, leaf of the plant. Leaf. Onion, stem of the plant. Right? Stem of the plant. different parts. So now you can take any one of the food item, just make a list of the ingredients. If you don't know, ask your mom, because she is an expert in doing that. She'll be making so many items for you every day. Take one of your favorite item, ask what are the ingredients to make the item. Now identify from which part of the plant they are. Which particular part of the plant is that ingredient? Identify it. So, and fill the table. So, then you will be totally aware of the concept here. What are the different parts of the plant that we are using as an ingredient for our food items? So, now let us see the plant ingredients we have seen. Certain, here are some specific items like sprouts, honey. These are the plant ingredients, but with a very little modification. They are changed to a different taste and a value. Sprouts are nothing but the seeds which are soaked overnight. When the seeds are soaked overnight, they produce a small baby root which are called as sprouts. The dry seeds, you cannot eat them raw. They are not tasty and not easy to digest. You cannot chew them also. But without cooking them, simply by putting them in water or in a moist cloth, you can make the sprouts come out of the seeds. Sprouts. Sprout is a seed which has given out a baby root. Moong dal, chana, these two are generally used to make the sprouts. The sprouts are very nutritious. You have plenty of amino acids and vitamins in the sprouts that help us your body building and for good health. They help us a lot. So it is advisable to eat the sprouts. So how do you get the sprouts? That is by soaking the seeds in water, you get the sprouts. So they have very good nutritive value, which is a very simple thing that you make. You yourself can make it. You don't need a fire, flame, stove, nothing else. What you need is that take some seeds, soak them in the water for overnight. The next day you will find the sprouts. The other thing, honey. Honey is from the nectar. This nectar is from the flowers. But in this case, we are not doing anything. It's all done by the honeybees. So what do these honeybees? They do. The honeybees, they collect the nectar from the flowers. Right? The nectar is collected from the flower. It is a sweet smelling liquid. Nectar is nothing but the sweet smelling liquid which contains sugars. If the nectar is stored in the same way as a nectar, it gets spoiled, decomposed by bacteria and microorganisms. So what the honeybees does, they add some enzymes to the nectar and make the nectar to honey. Now the honey is preserved. It is not spoiled by organisms. The honey is preserved in the beehive. Honeybees, they keep the honey in the beehive. Beehive. Beehive is the home of honeybees, which is having so many small pocket-like rooms, and the honeybees, they make it with the wax, bee wax. So in the beehive, the honey is stored. So it is also very nutritious, rich in vitamins and minerals, which is obtained naturally. What is the source? Plant. It's made, we are not making it. It's naturally made by honeybees. Right? So these are the different ingredients that we obtain from the plants. Now let us see animals and their food. What do animals eat? So now let us see what do animals eat. So we discussed that The food is available in the nature, that is obtained from two sources, plants and animals. If it is for animals or for the humans, the sources are these two, plants and animals. Right? Here I have a list of animals. For these animals, the food is obtained from these sources, either plants or animals. But they have some choices. Animals, you see that certain animals, they eat certain kind of food. They do not eat all types of food. Right? See the cow. What does it eat? A cow, it eats the plants, grass, grains, husk, grain, oil seed cake. These are the foods that are eaten by the cow. It eats leaves, grass, that is the main food of cow. It doesn't eat any other animal. It eats only the plant foods. The next one is tiger. Tiger eats animals. Tiger is a predator. It hunts the other animals and take it as a food. Deer and other small animals are hunted by the tiger. Rat. A rat eats grains. In the field you see, or in the house you see, in your kitchen if there are any rats, they are spoiling the grains, rice and other grains. At the same time the rat, it will eat some other animal flesh also. Might be the dead animal or any live animal. So rat, it eats both the plant as well as animal food. And the next one is cat. A cat, it drinks milk and it eats other small birds. And you see the goat. It eats only the grass and leaves. A snake. A snake, it will eat the other small animals. So likewise, animals, they have their food choices. They eat either plant or animal foods. Some animals, they eat both plant as well as animal foods. So on basing their food habit, they are categorized to herbivores or the animals which eat only plants, carnivores or the animals which eat only animals, omnivores or the animals which eat both plants and animals. Right? So this is how animals eat their food, choose their food.